I guess so. It's not every day you get to be on one of these airships without having to pay ludicrous amounts of money. Yeah, I wonder how many other people are involved. Speaking of which, okay, I think I know who this is. This is probably Soren Sprocket. Okay. Does he only communicate via paper planes? Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was him. And supposedly the future husband of the bride, but that's kind of gone downhill. And his pen is a plane. And he's gone, okay. Wow, okay. Interesting. Do we have his profile now? We do, okay. Alright, he's only slightly older than her. So, where would he be? Maybe in the mooring dock? And I'm totally not saying that just because I saw him here in trailers. Yep, he's here. That pen plane is pretty cool, though. So he only seems to communicate via... Oh. Ah, right. Why are you talking about black holes? Doesn't even get a theme either. And, well, here comes one of his ultimatums. Of course. He really doesn't seem to care much about anything. Okay. Do we have anything that could interest him? This, maybe? Okay, so that doesn't work. Anything to say about this? I'm guessing no. Nope, obviously not. Right, how about the pendant? That seemed to get a reaction. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. All alone. No. Not what I expected either. I'd only seen pictures of him, I hadn't actually seen him speak. Huh, he doesn't even talk about much. I mean, surely someone of your scientific genius would want to know if your time machine worked. Oh, okay, and we finally... I had a feeling that when we did get a theme out of him, he'd have this one. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of techno-babble from this guy. Definitely seems like the kind of thing he'd be working on. Okay. Hmm. Okay, that's probably important. Yeah. Yeah, and his complete apathy towards anything that isn't technobabble. What? That is someone new. Oh, and I just realized. At first I was thinking, I was like, oh, what does that hair remind me of? And I was like, oh, Dunban! Yeah, that's totally Dunban hair. And I'm not sure off the top of my head if that's a guy or a girl. There's a slight bulge in the chest area, so I'm gonna guess girl? Maybe? But this character was never hinted at in pre-release material, so this is new territory. Unless that's his... I'm not interested is probably his catchphrase. Yeah, I'm guessing you're some kind of butler. But I'm kind of glad this case has more than... I had a feeling there'd be at least one more character in this case that we hadn't seen before, because just having the defendant and Soren as the only new characters would kind of, make it a bit obvious who the culprit was. In this case, I wonder. This has got a lot more interesting now. But who is that? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I actually think that may be a guy now. Persnickety. I thought they were just in Fire Emblem Fates. That hair is very, very much Dunban, though. See, there are always two red flags as to who to suspect as a suspect. One is if they absolutely hate the defendant and hate you for taking on their case. The other is if they're suspiciously glad that you've taken on the defendant's case, and are really thankful for it. But, like, in a suspiciously, very overly glad way. I don't know if you'd have much of a motive to kill the victim, though. Good luck charm. Unless it's also a time machine. And yes, that is in fact a he. I was wrong. Oh, okay, Sprocket Manor, that's interesting. Why do I get the feeling this is suspicious? Well, it's going to be part of the investigation, obviously. Okay then, time to go to the manor. Let's just check if we have his profile. Yes, we do! Okay, and he's actually not that much older. I know there's someone else that he looks like, though. Unusually attached to the pocket watch he carries around. Yeah, that's obviously going to be important later. Oh, I just realized, we finally have the victim's profile. And he wasn't actually that old either. Wow, that guy's my age, and he looks like 10 years older. So, the, Pierce is also a servant. Interesting. The only time Phoenix gets to dine at high-class places is when has to go for murder investigations. I was kind of expecting it to... Oh, look, there's another person there polishing something. And, that turning thing on the wall, and... Yeah, this place looks a lot like, well, a lot of foyers in a lot of big mansions and games, although, considering what I've been playing recently, this reminds me a lot of a less trashed version of the Team Skull house. Maya, don't go around touching everything. Yeah, I thought we would. Oh, right. Oh, under the... Oh, there it is. Don't touch it! I was about to say, especially don't break it, because then you're going to have to pay for it, and look what happened! Oh! He is a super fixing man. Okay. Repair technician. That's fixer upper. That's pretty great. Okay, so Soren made it. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, you clearly were... You must have known him because you either worked for him or... Yeah, there's something on the floor there I just realized as well, and there's also some people here. Yeah, that must be representative of the company, I guess. Yeah. Well, I guess you could say a certain thing about that name involving bulls, but I won't say that. That's what I was hoping. So what's going on here? Huh. Ah. Oh, well, I mean, admittedly, this is Phoenix. It's not like a little extra bad luck is going to affect him. Well, that's the obvious thing here. Let's look at other stuff first. Guess it kinda does. And third of all, that'd be kinda creepy. Oh, it's a picture! Okay, that's probably Soren's mother. Seems like that symbol is also on the butler guy's watch. The one on her tie. Selena Sprocket, okay. Oh, wait, it's sister, not mother. No, well, close enough. They were related. Was. Yep, she probably passed away at some point. Okay. Nothing to say about the chandelier, unfortunately. What's on this table? Okay. Just look at the photo, don't touch the camera, or it'll probably explode. Okay, that must have been the smoke machine. And that, clearly, is going to be relevant to the case somehow. Nothing looks overtly suspicious here. Though the smoke could have easily masked something. Wait, someone's not sitting in the sweetheart seat, are they? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, I didn't even notice him. Right. Not at the moment. I'm sure something in this photo is going to become incredibly suspicious later on in the case. But I get the feeling like that smoke machine could have obscured something that was on the floor. Yeah, I wonder when this one was taken. That is probably not the best way to start this conversation. Yeah, clearly something was going on here. Okay. Oh, right. Staff room of the hold. Okay, then. Why do I get the feeling we'll be investigating the hold at some point? Oh. Yep, that's him, alright. Did he have her keycard somehow? Well, I think we know full well what he was doing here. The question is, how is that going to inevitably, massively derail the case, as it always does? It doesn't look like there's much else we can investigate here. I know we're going to have to present that photo at some point. And I just realized the other person that hair reminds me of, Virion, of course! Though I always used to think that Virion's hair looked a lot like Dunban's. But everything else about Virion reminded me of Edgeworth, so yeah. Doesn't seem like she did. Yes, let's not talk about the Magatama. So you think she did do it? Okay. So the prosecution is going self-defense. I feel like that angle may change at some point. Yeah. Okay. Well, that doesn't sound good. They are kind of similar in a lot of ways. Okay. Well, first let's talk about the time travel thing. Okay. He did say that time travelers exist. Oh, that's also a phone. Okay. Right. Why do I get the feeling we'll have to get that out of him later? Oh, I'm sure we'll find out as the case continues. That's when you saw her... Okay, so it had blood on it. Why was she holding on to the clock, though? I don't think so. What about that shadowy figure from behind the victim that she saw? So you're the one who... Phoenix once again finishes my train of thought for me. Okay. Obviously, we need to ask him more about this. But everyone referred to her in the past tense. I still think, see, that symbol on his watch looks a lot like the one she had on her tie. Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling. She's probably dead, isn't she? Oh, okay, she was the next in line. I thought so. Well, isn't it obvious? Car accident. Oh. Maybe that's why he is so withdrawn now. Oh, that must explain why he's so obsessed with time travel. Oh, that would be Larry, wouldn't it? Ah, yeah, you don't just go up to big wealthy families and say, "Hey, would you like to do a tie-in with me?" Oh, are we gonna get something here? Oh. Right, he ran before it could happen. Yep. We did see in the opening movie that he was being restrained by a few guards. Or whatever people were there. Such a shame we couldn't stick around for tea. Now then, would you kindly take a look at this, please? Oh dear, it appears that the butler does not have any amusing dialogue prepared for this occasion. Don't say that phrase. That phrase gives everyone who's played this series horrible flashbacks. Anyway... where would Larry have gone? The mooring dock? Well, something new's gonna happen here at any rate. No, hey, he did go here. Larry, stop it. You are one of the worst... So I was gonna say you are the worst liar in the series, and then I realized Frank saw it. Yeah. So, you're the second worst liar in the series. Yep, let's talk to him. I wonder if we're gonna get a certain thing happening. Yep, I thought so. Knew it, knew it, knew it. Only 2 Cyclocks, though. We had a distinct lack of Cyclocks in Case 5, so I'm glad they appeared here. Well, since it's possible that you do this case before you get your official introduction to Cyclocks in Case 3, I had a feeling Phoenix is going to reiterate this tutorial. Yep. I wonder what we're gonna...
Take that!
We're gonna use to break these locks. None of the evidence we have seems to pertain to him at this point, but... we did find that keycard, which, Oh, wait! Some of the evidence does pertain to him. That is a complete lie. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, right, of course.
Take that!
You escape with her. No, it is not. That was enough to break one lock. Okay, then. I thought he'd say something like this, and that's what this thing we have is for. This makes it pretty obvious you were there. So, why were you there? Why were you in a position to rescue her in the first place? Huh. Yeah, why do I get the feeling that this is why Larry does welcome to our wedding things in the first place? That sounds about right. Okay. Ah, this is obviously... Though I'm dreading this, whenever Larry says he saw something in a case, it's usually something really, really crazy that sounds impossible at first, but then turns out to be completely true. And there was a pterodactyl? Oh, it could have been like a glider. Oh. That's the angle you're going for, huh? Well, this is pretty much exactly what I expected. Yeah, Larry's drawings always have something completely crazy in them. Wow. Okay, then. Because it's not nonsense in some very obscure way we're going to have to unravel. I don't think it's that, but... Great, so now when we're in court, we're gonna see his brilliant reaction when we inevitably present this. I'm really looking forward to that. Thanks for not telling him, Larry. Yeah. That is one of the most bizarre evidence descriptions ever. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be really relevant to anything. Oh, okay. Another photo. The hold. I just know we're going to investigate there sooner or later. And there's a lift from the hold right onto the vista deck, which seems to have been the scene of the murder. Yeah, there probably could have been a spare pegamoo, as weird as that sounds, down there, that someone could have hidden the body in. Which would explain why there are two male ones there. Oh, obviously it's going to be of a lot of help. Let me just check that photo. Kind of compare it to this one. So there's this. Wait a minute. Nah, he looks like he's inside, not outside. The bars on the window, they're to either side of him. So here we have this... Oh, those are flower petals! They look like they're from those flowers. Right. Do we have a photo of the crime scene? Yes, we do. Yeah, they are flower petals. Okay, so yeah, he had the note, there were a few petals. Right, yeah. That could prove that he was in the hold at some point. And, okay, there are... one of them is definitely a bull, the other is not so much. What was that the maids were carrying there? So there's quite a lot that could be inferred from that photo. And then there's the pterodactyl. Obviously, that's going to be explained later. You stole Ellie's card, didn't you? Okay. Oh, right, yeah, so you can say hi and meet one of the few people in this world more eccentric than you are. Wonder if Larry has anything specific to say about this. Yes, he does! That would be horrifying. Well, I do admit that point was pretty cool. Okay, that's great. Anything else? Right. Anything else that he would probably comment on? What about this? Hey, there's a beautiful lady in this photo. Oh, wow, he actually does comment on this. Yeah. That's actually pretty cool they planned for that eventuality. I'm impressed. Okay, let's go back to the detention center then. Come to think of it, I wonder if Ellen knows anything about... Huh. Sounds like him. Oh, of course. Yeah, I almost feel like the family could have set this up. I guess so. Okay. He seems pretty polite at this point. I mean, he could have done it. He does have a fairly decent motive, but... I'm sure there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye. As there always is. And she's going back into her normal persona. So, let's talk. And she's back. Okay. Huh. Yeah, that weird pterodactyl thing. And she's frozen. And, well, where did that pan go? Half expecting it to have hit the guard. He seems to be pretty opposed to the marriage. Okay. I'm sure someone must have used it at some point. That is the weirdest alibi ever. Yeah, and considering we have Edgeworth as the prosecution. But this is interesting so far. Very interesting. Looking forward to seeing what the trial brings.